starts now.
A change in weather, how locals are enjoying this first hot weekend of the year. An Amber Alert is canceled after a missing toddler is found safe. Where the child was found and how many suspects are in custody. Plus, red caps and gowns filled the Thomas & Mack Center. How UNLV's newest graduating class compares to recent years and what the job market looks like for them.
This is Fox 5 News at 10, local, Las Vegas.
It is the first hot weekend of the year. I'm Elizabeth Watts. Thanks for joining us. After several weekends of stormy weather, it seems summer is starting to rear its head towards us. Fox 5's Abby Tedros joins us live from Sunset Park with how locals were enjoying the warm weather out there, and folks are still out there tonight. Abby.
Hey, good evening, Elizabeth. The splash pads are empty now, but just a couple hours ago, they were absolutely packed, and that's likely because we reached a high of 97 degrees today, making it one of the hottest days of the year. Take a look at how some people in the valley celebrated or enjoyed the sun after a streak of cold weather. Paper fans, snow cones, and splash pads. These are a few ways locals basked in Saturday's hot heat.
It may be 98, 89 degrees. That's still not hot. This is the preview for what's in the future to come. Okay. And we're having a good time.
Temperatures reached 97 degrees, which was a big change from the last couple of weekends. Trina Osby says she's waited too long for the valley's notorious heat.
Spring wasn't spring. Spring was like winter. You know, and it was cold, it rained a lot and everything. So basically, this is our time to have a good time.
Over at Eldorado Days. Not everyone was excited about the weather, but fans kept it simple on how to beat the heat. How are you keeping cool?
By drinking water and staying in the shade.
This is unusual weather for the valley. It's usually much hotter by this time of year. The National Weather Service says the record for May 14th is 106 degrees. That happened back in 1937. Locals like Alex Gutierrez aren't fooled by the weather and are bracing themselves for what's to come in the months ahead.
I think the breeze is helping a lot. Definitely keeping cool, but it's going to get a lot warmer for sure, and I'm not looking forward to it.
And you can see since we started, some of the kids have started playing here. It's 10 p.m., but it's still warm enough for them to have some fun in the water in the splash pads, so they're gradually coming in. And as you know, the weather is only going to get warmer from here, and formal cooling stations won't actually be open until heating advisories are in effect. For now, I'm Abby Tedros, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Cool shot behind you, Abby. Thank you. And outdoor Clark County pools will open Memorial Day weekend. While it is the first hot weekend of the year, is it short-lived with a cool down on the way? Les is here with the first look at weather for us.
You know what? We'll probably like this cool down after the last few days that we had here in Las Vegas, Elizabeth, because, boy, they are really tough to deal with. Not so much the temperature for us. You know, a month from now, we'd be cool on a day where the high was 97. But the fact is we're just not acclimatized to this yet, so it's tough on our bodies. We will get acclimatized to it because we'll have no choice. But today, once again, was a very warm one. We're going to see a temperature drop of about 7 degrees for tomorrow, and then as much as 10 degrees by the time we get into early next week. Right now in Las Vegas, 88 degrees. Winds from the west-southwest, 13 miles per hour. Humidity is at 13%. This is, by the way, the first nice start to a weekend in 3 weeks. Remember, last weekend we had rain, and we had it the weekend before. 97 is our high today, as you see here. 88 is our normal, and our record high set in 1937 was 106 degrees. Here's a time lapse for you from this afternoon. You got some blue sky. You have a little bit of cloud rolling in. It then starts to thin out, but we've got another wave coming at us. Basically, we're setting up now for a low pressure system to come down toward us with its frontal boundary, and it is going to bring us some changes that you'll need to know about starting tomorrow and then continuing on into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as well. And then by the time we get into the second half of the week, we are going to see temperatures bumping back up. I'll tell you a whole lot more about that. We'll tell you about something else that's coming our way over the next 2 days. And I'll tell you about that coming up in a couple of minutes from now. Elizabeth, back to you.
All right, Les, thank you. And don't forget, you can download our Fox 5 app for the latest news and weather as well. An Amber Alert is canceled and a toddler is back home safe after missing for nearly 12 hours. An Amber Alert was sent out this morning for 22-month-old Anastasia Barletta from North Las Vegas. Police say she went missing around midnight at her home near Craig and Decatur. The family's vehicle, a 2007 Honda Accord, was also gone. Police say around 11 this morning, someone dropped off the little girl to the Northwest Area Command Police Station. This was less than 30 minutes after the Amber Alert. Fortunately, the Amber Alert, I should say. Fortunately, she was not hurt. Police say a man and woman were taken into custody about 2 miles from where she went missing.
The Amber Alert was crucial, we feel like, in this investigation. You know, it's real to everyone's assistance in this and getting the word out that she was missing and helping us to get eyes and ears out on the street to help locate her. And we're just extremely happy that she was located.
Police have not said if the 2 suspects detained will face charges. Their identities have not been released. The man accused of killing 2 people before a shootout with police that also killed a canine officer has died. The coroner says 31-year-old James Simpson died from gunshot wounds on Friday. He was injured in the officer-involved shooting back in March near El Capitan and Elk Street. Police say canine Nikki was deployed to bring him into custody, but Simpson started to shoot at police and officers returned fire. Simpson was hit several times and canine officer Nikki was killed by friendly fire. The boyfriend of a woman found stabbed to death in her home is being called a person of interest tonight. Police are looking to talk with 54-year-old Michael Garcia. They say he was in a relationship with the victim at the time of her death. Officers found her body Friday afternoon at a home on Hobble Creek Drive, that's near Russell and Mountain Vista. Police say she had several stab wounds and had been dead for several days. Police believe her death is from domestic violence. Anyone who knows where he may be should call police or Crime Stoppers. 2 armed suspects are wanted for a string of robberies in the valley. Here's a look at the first suspect. The holdups happened at several convenience stores last month. Police say the armed man demands money from the register, then takes off in a sedan with a towel over the license plate. Police say the suspect is a Hispanic male in his late 20s, early 30s, 150 to 180 pounds, and his hands are covered in tattoos. He also wears a black bandana over his face. Another suspect wanted for several robberies over the past month. Police say the man is armed with a knife or pry bar and jumps the counter. Here's a picture of the suspect trying to pry open the cash register right here. Once he gets the money, he takes off on foot. Police say the suspect is a white or Hispanic male, 25 to 30 years old, 5'8" to 6 foot tall, more than 200 pounds. He also wears a black bandana to cover his face. Police have not said if these robberies are connected. Anyone with information should call police or Crime Stoppers, 702-385-5555. Years of hard work are paying off today. UNLV's class of 2016 has graduated. FOX5's Shannon Moore was there for the celebration.
Jones Moore, Doctor of Philosophy.
More than 2,700 students from 53 different countries made their way across the stage this week. Friends and family cheering on their loved ones as they move from one chapter of life to the next.
I'm very proud. She's worked very hard to get here.
The school's graduating class, one of the largest in recent years.
We're growing. I think with the changes that we're making, we're becoming more and more popular. We got more local kids sticking around and more kids from out of state wanting to come as well.
And more females. Women outnumber the men graduating this year at 58%, including debate team champion and outstanding graduate Sarah Beth Brooks.
I'm so excited to be here. This is the culmination of years of hard work, and my family's here to celebrate me and cheer me on, a bunch of my friends, and pretty soon I'm going to get a chance to walk across the stage.
And she nailed it. With her tassel turned and no time to waste, she's already thinking about her next move.
I'd like to become a teacher. I'm interested in teaching at the high school level, and so I'll go on to a credential program for that, and then soon enough I'll be a teacher in a classroom.
Fortunately for her and the rest of the class, the job forecast is as bright as the Vegas sun. 67% of businesses recently surveyed by CareerBuilder.com say they plan to hire more new grads with an average starting salary of $50,000.
Well, hallelujah. Sounds like I made the right decision.
Brooks plans to pursue a teaching job locally, but for others looking to expand their search, Facebook, Expedia, Amazon, and Southwest Airlines all plan to hire this summer.
A few years ago, when it was a little tougher for college grads coming out, but the picture's pretty bright right now.
So without further ado, cheers to that post-grad life. Let the job hunt begin with these final words in mind.
I would say is to just take their time. They don't have to jump at the first job. They got to be careful, be selective, and go with their passions.
At UNLV, Shannon Moore, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Today's youngest UNLV graduate, just 18 years old. The oldest was 72. A big congratulations from us to the entire class of 2016. It is a Las Vegas rodeo tradition that dates back 80 years. How some local high schoolers benefited from this year's parade. Plus,
if we can reach out to the kids and just give them something like, toys and educational things so they can learn, and because they're there. I mean, they can't go anywhere.
Bikers with a big soft spot, how they helped their favorite hospital. And Slow and Steady wins the race. Unless you're this turtle here, how he managed to fly through a windshield on the interstate and survive.
Las Vegas.
Some locals teamed up with their favorite buddies to promote acceptance and inclusion for those with Down syndrome. The Buddy Walk has been a tradition since 1995. It was developed by the Down Syndrome Organization of Southern Nevada. It's to raise money for programs and services for folks with the disorder. It was a fun day filled with raffles, games, and entertainment, and there was also a poker run. Down syndrome is one of the most common chromosomal conditions.
Down syndrome affects about 1 in every 700 births. And it's any age. So we say we service individuals from 0 to death because there's obviously no cure. So our oldest member is 52 years old.
The Down Syndrome Organization says they always welcome new volunteers. A few Rough Riders put their biking skills to good use with a car show for kids who are stuck in the hospital. All the proceeds from the show went to the Cancer Center at Sunrise Children's Hospital. The 9th Island Riders put on this benefit. There was live entertainment, raffles, a beer garden, good Hawaiian food, and good people, they say. One of their members' sons was recently diagnosed with cancer. He's being treated at Sunrise Hospital, so that place holds a very special place in their hearts.
It really takes to your heart to see these kids the way they are. And, the parents, they can only do so much. Just to see all these different cultures coming together as one big ohana. It means a lot to the heart.
This was the first 9th Island Riders Car and Bike Show benefit, and they plan to make it a yearly tradition. To a different kind of bike, Mountain View Hospital teamed up with Land Rover Las Vegas for a family-friendly bike rodeo. Kids from all over town took their bikes to the course for a safety check. They also learned the rules of the road from Metro Police, as well as a few tricks from pro BMX rider Ricardo Laguna. One of the kids walked away with a new set of wheels, while many of them walked away with new helmets. All of the Las Vegas Cowboys came out for another year of good old rodeo fun.
Happy Eldorado!
The annual Eldorado Parade marched downtown this evening. It's a free event that was inspired by the Eldorado Days Cowboy Festival. High school bands that took part got $1,000, and high schools that entered a float got $1,500.
Now, Fox 5 Weather.